Time for Focus next, and today we bring you a report from Bangalore, a city dubbed the Silicon Valley of India. Bangalore is also known as the city of lakes. Now, unchecked urbanisation has led to a decline in the city's water bodies by some 85%. The lakes, which still exist, are polluted and toxic. Untreated sewage is dumped into the water, and this poses a serious health risk to Bangalore's residents. The situation is so dire that experts predict the city will be uninhabitable by 2025. France 24's Shreya Banerjee and Albon Alvarez filed this report.
It's just before daybreak in this Bangalore neighbourhood, and the air reverberates with the drone of water pumps. Residents here get water for a couple of hours, 3 times a week. Kalavati, who's lived here for 22 years, works as a domestic helper in the high-rise buildings that have sprung up in the area.
We live next to a lake. Earlier we could use water from it to grow vegetables and plants. Now we can't use it at all. And the lake water stinks. It's even worse because we live so close to it.
Bangalore, a bustling metropolis of 12 million people, used to be known as the City of Lakes, and they provided the city with most of its water needs. But they are slowly dying as untreated industrial and residential waste is being released into the lakes. Bellandur Lake, for example, is infamous for its white toxic foam. The stench is unbearable, and residents with homes around the lake complain of breathing difficulties. And it frequently catches fire, creating a thick cloud of toxic smoke. Since Bangalore became India's IT hub, 85% of its water bodies disappeared, thanks to unchecked urbanisation. Several parts of the city remain disconnected from the water grid, as municipal pipelines couldn't keep pace with the rapid expansion. Residents pay privately operated tankers for all their water needs, and prices are steeper in the summer.
A family of 3 orders a full tanker a week.
As more and more people pour into the city, they keep pumping deeper, depleting the water table. Groundwater levels in some parts have sunk to an alarming 1,000 feet. Bangalore is a city that's dangerously close to running out of water. To address the scarcity, city officials want to bring in water from the Kaveri River, 110 kilometers away.
Now the government has tied up funds with Japanese agency, and we are bringing 775 MLD of water, which is 50% increase over the present pumping. Till that time, till the water comes, that will take around 3 to 4 years. We have to survive by pumping a bit more.
Scientists like T.V. Ramachandra believe it is suicidal to think of diverting water from elsewhere. He is the city's foremost water conservation expert and would like authorities to listen to the scientific community.
You know, Kaveri catchment also there is a shortage of water. So now how can we think of transferring the water to the Bangalore? What will happen to the people in that river basin? 2025, the city will be choked with the 98% concretized area. The decision maker has to take note of this. We should stop further congesting the landscape of Bangalore and rejuvenate the lake.
In villages outside the city, people are being forced to change the way they live as the net is cast wider to find water sources. When 62-year-old Venkatappa started farming 40 years ago, they had wells full of fresh water for their irrigation needs. Not anymore.
A shortage of water made us switch to rose farming. Roses need less water than vegetables. Now we have to spend around 200,000 rupees to dig bore wells, and that's quite a big sum for us. And then, sometimes, we don't even get water after digging.
One residential community in Bangalore has figured out a sustainable solution to avoid the looming water disaster.
So here we have another pipe, and we have another drum. We collect all the water. All the overflow from that drum, other pipelines, all goes through this hole into our recharge well, which is a 3 by 35 well. And so all surplus water, it goes inside.
20 years ago, KP Singh started a conservation movement that made this community self-sufficient.
So I have all kinds of vegetables. See, this is turnip. Whatever rainwater falls on this colony, we made sure that it does not go outside the colony. Everything goes inside the earth and is available for us the rest of the year. The wastewater that comes out of our homes, we treat it here and reuse it. There is a lot in our own hands. We can actually make sure that we do the right thing and we would be fine.
If nothing changes, experts say Bangalore will be unlivable by 2025. By 2030, as much as 40% of India might not have access to drinking water, and nearly 60% of India's aquifers are expected to reach critical levels.